Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ravi N, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, BGSIMS, Chikbalapur. In this video, I am going to explain the problem of calculation of taxable income from house property. So that is in the head, income from house property in the income tax subject. Yes, here is the problem. Mr. A is the owner of a house, the particulars of which are as follows. So Mr. A is the assessee. Mr. A is the assessee and he owns a house, and the particulars which is related to his house is given below. So first is municipal value. Municipal rental value is 1,80,000 and fair rental value is 1,95,000 and standard rent is 1,90,000. Okay, so next actual rent. So actual rent, that is 15,500 per month. 15,500 per month. So you have to multiply these 15,500 into 12. So you will get a amount of annual rent. Okay, and next vacancy period is 1 month. 1 month is the vacancy period. So vacancy period last will be 15,500. How comes 15,500 per month is the rent? If you multiply with 1, you will get the same amount as the vacancy period loss. And then municipal tax paid by the owner, so that is 20,500. So municipal tax paid by the owner shall be deductible from the gross annual value. Okay, next they asked you to determine the taxable income from house property for the assessment year 2019-20. Okay, this is a question. So now let me explain the answer. So here is the answer. Yes, so as we know, so we have to write the heading, that is computation of taxable income from house property. So this is the heading. Assessee name is Mr. A, is the residential status is resident, previous year 2018-19, assessment year 2019-20. Okay, so now I have mentioned 3 columns. One is for particulars and 2 is for amount. Okay, so here first we need to calculate gross annual value. In order to calculate gross annual value, so there are 3 steps. One is notional rent, second is expected rent, and third is actual rent. Okay, so let me explain the step number 1, that is notional rent. In order to calculate notional rent, you have to compare fair rental value and municipal rental value, whichever is higher. Okay, so fair rental value in the question 1,95,000 is given, municipal rental value 1,80,000 is given, so whichever is higher is 1,95,000. And next expected rent, notional rent or standard rent, whichever is lower, whichever is less. Okay, notional rent, so the amount what we got in the first step, that is 1,95,000 here we mentioned, and standard rent which is given in the question, that is 1,90,000, whichever is less. So 1,90,000 is the lesser amount. And then actual rent, so actual rent, expected rent or actual rent, whichever is higher. So expected rent, that is which is got in the step number 2, 1,90,000. and then actual rent, so actual rent in the question, so they have clearly mentioned 15,500 per month. So if you multiply with 12, you will get a 1,86,000 as a actual rent. Okay, so whichever is higher, 1,90,000 is the higher amount, so that is taken into consideration. Then vacancy period loss, you have to deduct vacancy period loss from actual rent. So vacancy period is 1 month, per month rent is 15,500, so that vacancy period loss will be 15,500. So 15,500 into 1 month. Okay, so that is the case. And if you deduct that vacancy period loss from actual rent, that is 1,90,000, you will get a gross annual value, that is 1,74,500. and in that gross annual value you have to deduct municipal tax paid by the owner. So municipal tax paid by the owner in the question 20,500 is given. If you deduct that 20,500, you'll get a net annual value that is 1,54,000. So 1,54,000 is the net annual value. In that you have to deduct deductions under section 24. Deductions under section 24 are two. One is standard deduction and second one is interest on loan. So standard deduction is always 30% on NAV. So standard deduction at the rate of 30% of NAV. NAV is 1,54,000. So 1,54,000 into 30%, you will get a 46,200. And interest on loan is nil because the loan is not taken for the construction of house. Okay, so total deductions is 46,000. Total deductions is 46,200. 46,200 is the deduction. If you deduct that 46,200 from 1,54,000, you will get a taxable income from salary, that is amount of rupees 1,07,800. Okay, so this is the answer. And next question, one more question, that is computation of taxable income from house property. So here is the question. Mr. Suresh owns a house property. Mr. Suresh owns an house property. Mr. Suresh is the assessee in the question. The two, he owns an house property in Mumbai. So this is not considered. Okay, wherever he has house, so just you should consider house property. Yes, from the following particulars, compute the income from house property for the assessment year 2019-20. So you have to calculate the income of Mr. Suresh, that is in the head income from house property for the assessment year 2019-20. So here is the information. Actual rent per month. So monthly rent is 15,000. So you have to multiply with 12. You will get a net annual amount of rent. Okay, annual rent you will get 15,000 into 12. Then municipal value is 1,50,000 is given. So municipal value 1,50,000 annual amount. Fair rental value 1,65,000. Municipal tax paid. See, in this question municipal tax paid is given, but who paid this municipal tax, whether assessee or the tenant? It is not mentioned clearly. So in this case you have to consider that is municipal tax paid by the owner. So in the absence of information whether the tenant or owner paid the municipal taxes, you need to consider municipal taxes paid by owner only. So this is deductible from gross annual value. And then expenses and repairs. So any expenses and repairs should be ignored. Don't consider anywhere in the answer. And insurance premium also ignore. Collection charges also ignore. So these are the expenses which you need to ignore. Don't take into consideration for the calculations. And then finally Suresh has borrowed. The final information is Suresh is borrowed a sum of rupees 1,20,000 at the rate of 12.5% per annum. This is interest on loan. 1,20,000 is the loan amount, and for that 12.5% is the interest rate. So if you multiply with the 12.5%, you will get a interest amount for the previous year. So in this question no pre-completion interest, just previous year interest should be deducted. How? In the sense 1,20,000 into 12.5%. So now we will see the answer. So as we know, you have to write the heading, that is income from computation of taxable income from house property. Assessee name Mr. Suresh, status resident, previous year 2018-19 and assessment year 2019-20. So this is the essential things you have to write compulsorily. And next again I have mentioned one particular column and two columns for amount. Okay, so here first we need to calculate gross annual value. So in order to compute that gross annual value, we need to follow three steps. One is notional rent, second one is expected rent, and third one is actual rent. So now let me explain step by step. So first step is notional rent. So notional rent means so fair rental value or municipal rental value, whichever is higher. In the question, fair rental value is 1,65,000 is given and municipal rental value 1,50,000 is given. So whichever is higher, in this higher is 1,65,000. So that is taken into consideration. And then expected rent. So expected rent means notional rent or standard rent, whichever is less. So notional rent we already got as 1,65,000 in the step number 1. So that is 1,65,000 is considered. And standard rent is not given in the question. So here mentioned as nil. So that whichever is less. Nil means 0. So 0 is the lesser amount. So that nil is taken into consideration. And then actual rent. So actual rent, expected rent or actual rent, whichever is higher. So expected rent we already got as nil. So that nil is taken into consideration. Then actual rent, see actual rent per month 15,000 is given. So if you multiply with the 12, you will get a 1,80,000 as a annual rent. So if any unrealized rent is given, you have to deduct from that. But in the question, unrealized rent is not given. Even if the common cost of common facilities is given, you have to deduct those amounts also. But both are not given. So directly 15,000 into 12, that is 1,80,000 is the amount of actual rent. So now compare these two, whichever is higher will be the actual rent. So 1,80,000 or nil. So 1,80,000 is the higher amount. And then you have to deduct the vacancy period loss from that actual rent. So that is 1,80,000 minus 0. So you will get a 1 lakh same amount, that is 1,80,000, that is gross annual value. So in that gross annual value, again you have to deduct the municipal taxes paid by the owner. Municipal tax paid by the owner. So in the question, municipal tax paid by the owner 15,000 is given. So deduct that 15,000 from 1,80,000, you will get a net annual value, that is 1,65,000. So 1,65,000 is the net annual value. Then in that net annual value, again you have to deduct deductions under section 24. Deductions under section 24, there are two deductions. One is standard deductions. As I explained you, 30% will be the standard deduction, 30% of NAV. See, 1,65,000 is the NAV, 30% in that 49,500, that is standard deduction. And then interest on loan. So in the question, loan is given. Loan is taken for the construction of house property, that is 1,20,000. 12.5% is the rate of interest. So multiply 12.5%. Okay, so the interest will be 15,000. So now total deductions for 64,500, that is standard deduction 49,500 and 15,000 is the interest on loan. So total deductions is 64,500. So if you deduct that 64,500 from 1,65,000, that is NAV, you will get a taxable income from house property. So NAV minus deductions under section 24. So you will get a 1,05,000. So 1,05,000 is considered as taxable income from house property. So I have mentioned here note. So expenses on repair, insurance premium and collection charges should ignore, because that not taken into consideration. That is not related to this answer. Anywhere don't take into consideration those items. Okay, so I hope you understand. So see, in order to compute the income from house property, first you have to compute gross annual value, then net annual value, then deduct the deductions. Three things only should be considered. In order to calculate GAV, that is gross annual value, three things has to be, or three steps has to be followed. One is notional rent, second one is expected rent, and third one is actual rent. Then in the actual rent you have to deduct vacancy period loss. You will get a gross annual value. In that you have to deduct a municipal tax paid by owner. You will get a net annual value. Then you have to deduct deductions under section 24. One is standard deduction at 30% on NAV, then interest on loan if any is given in the question. Okay, so finally you will get a taxable income from house property. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you all. Jai Shri Gurudev.